Hey everybody, it's your boy Dixie Outlaw back again for another video. Now, in today's video, I'm going to actually start a new world, and I'm going to do um my whole plan is I'm going to do a series on my channel, and it's where I'm going to be playing vanilla Minecraft. I don't know how long this series is going to last. What I mean by that is like I haven't really decided in my head yet how many episodes I want to do with this. I thought about possibly doing like maybe 100 episodes or so, but we'll see how it goes. Because I really just don't want to do like a series and then have it end like when I kill the Ender Dragon. I want to keep going after that. Bear in mind, I did add Essentials and JEI, because I need at least those two things when I'm playing Minecraft. I don't want to play without either one of those. And oh no, this is not a good start. We're in the desert. Ooh. But this series pretty much is just going to kind of be one of those things that I'm making it. Oh, it can be turned into dye. I'm making it just because um I kind of want to have a series going on my channel, and I can't really record and play play Minecraft at the same time. It just does not work. No idea why. It just doesn't. Um so kind of the whole plan is going to be have at least this series going for right now, and then possibly, ooh, there's a good sign. Possibly in the future I'm going to actually, when this series is over, is probably when I'm going to start my modded series, or modded add-on, whatever. It's still pretty much mods. Because I really don't want to have two series running at the same time. I think it might get kind of convoluted. It might get a little annoying, and it also very well could get very confusing for me as well, because then I have to try to keep track of what's going on in each series. Uh, so Oh, speaking of which, though, just for those who might be curious or might not care, I don't know which. So far, from what I can tell, this microphone, it is actually really good. Um, I even had my woman give her opinions about this microphone and the audio quality, because she knows nothing about audio. So I figured it'd be kind of like the best test for this to see if it's actually good. And even she could hear that there is a humongous difference between my old videos and my new videos, because my old videos, when I was just recording with the mic through the tablet, it did not sound as good, and that was just simply because it's a built-in mic. It's not going to sound good. Uh, there's no wood around here, though. That's a problem. Found coal, but I need wood. I might just have to loot this and then keep walking see if I can find some sort of signs of life. Because without wood, I'm not going to make it very long. Because I can't even craft base tools without wood. Oh, but while we're here and while I'm making a little video, and this, a lot of these episodes in this video is possibly just going to be a little bit of us sitting here talking while I gather up some materials. I do want to talk about something kind of a little controversial. At least I know it's going to be, and I'm probably going to get blasted in the comment section below because the newest update, Math of Mayhem or whatever it's called, I don't like it. I know that's probably a shocker to a lot of people because so many people, they love this new Mounts of Mayhem. That's the name of it. Mounts of Mayhem drop. They think it's awesome with the Nautilus and with the new weapon and the new Husk Camel and the Husk Skeleton and so on and so on and so on and da 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 blah 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 blah. I, however, don't. I just, the spear is convoluted. The Husk skeleton, that's kind of interesting. Okay, cool. I'll give that to you. We can use more mob variants. I don't mind that. And then there's a Husk camel. I just, to me, it feels like somebody ran out of ideals and just started throwing stuff at a wall until something stuck, and everybody was like, "Oh yeah, that's awesome." That's just personal feelings. Um, Everybody's entitled to their own. If you like it, I mean, that's grand and amazing. I mean, I will never ever knock somebody for liking what they like. Like, that's not me. That's not my style. I don't really, not in a mean way, but I don't really care if somebody likes the same thing I like. That doesn't bother me none. Just, I figured for what 2 cents it might be worth, and if anybody really cares about my opinion out there, I figured I would give my opinion, and my opinion is I can't stand the Mounts of Mayhem update. I feel that it's a colossal waste of time, and that time could have been spent elsewhere. Personal feelings, you know. I really don't like being in this mine shaft with nothing, especially because this is a mesa biome. So that means that all those cave spawners are going to be, cave spider spawners are going to be right towards the top. But if I can quickly just grab some sort of resources, I'll be happy. But this also does mean y'all are going to get to see firsthand how I like to set up my essentials. Because I know everybody's a little bit different with how they set it up. But it is still kind of nice that they ported over from Java to Bedrock of what's it called? Where you can actually take your whatever is in your inventory and click whatever number slot you want to put it into in your hotbar. It's kind of a nifty little detail. It's not the most grandiose thing in the world, but it is a nice little detail, and I do use it sometimes. Sometimes I forget it exists because I'm so used to not having it. But when I do remember I have it, I do tend to use it quite often. Uh, hold on, y'all. I gotta set all this up. Oh, hello. No. I did. I did. And that's why I also don't like the desert. Uh, hold on, y'all. Sticky note. 425. 548. Whoop. Sleep time. Move it, villager. Okay. So it looks like it's this direction. But yeah, so that's kind of just my opinion about the amounts of mayhem. Um, and here's my reason for the spear, and I'm going to take and actually show it in this video as long as I can get a spear. The reason why I don't like the spear is it's convoluted. I don't know if that's the best word to describe it, but that's kind of the first word that comes to my mind is it's convoluted. It it's difficult to use, difficult to master, and I mean it just I don't like it. Um and I know a lot of y'all can take and argue all day long. Oh, well, that's just user error, or oh, that's a skill issue. You just don't know how to use it. Da da da. Okay, maybe I don't, but I have tested it out many times on my own free time in my own testing world, and it's just not for me. Um, I mean, the only really good part about the spear, and the one best thing that came out of that, I can honestly take and say, in my personal opinion, is maybe that means that now we're going to start having more things in line with Java and Bedrock. Who knows? Because the spear, this is the one thing I hate about Griffstones with Essentials. The one thing with the spear that I can take and say full heartedly that I noticed is that it has a cooldown. Which is something that we really ain't never experienced in Bedrock before is cooldown on a weapon. Um, so here's hoping to the future that maybe this is a foreshadowing of things to come in the future. Sorry, all my leg itched. Um, I mean, we can only hope. I mean, I wouldn't mind too much if they, even if they took it and did it to the Bedrock extent of like made, I mean, Java extent and made Bedrock like Java, that would be fine. I mean, I play Java mostly anyways, normally when I have a computer. So, which, speaking of which, since we are talking about Minecraft and by Bedrock and Java and so on and so on and so forth, uh, I do plan on doing a lot of Bedrock videos on here just for the simplistic fact that I want to. I'm wanting to take and just do a little bit of Bedrock, mainly because nobody else really does Bedrock videos like that. Um, I know there is a few ones out there that do, but not as many that does Java. But I am also going to do a lot of Java videos on my channel because that is the one I like the most, mainly because everything you can do with Java versus Bedrock. Bedrock to me kind of feels in a lot of ways. Like the add-ons, mods, they're mods. It even says when you load a world with add-ons, you're playing a modified world. Um, it honestly just feels kind of cheap, if you get what I'm saying. Like it just does not feel as good. By the way, hey, all you want, this is how I play. Even when I take and do Java, I always put my vein miner on shift. I feel it's easier that way. Um, okay, that all can stay the same. Where was that other thing at? Chunk borders, no. I'll automatically update maps. I already did it. And the reason for that is because that's pretty much going to be my mini map in the future. That is exactly why I have that turned on, because that is going to end up being my mini map. Okay, we got some base tools. Or just a little bit more wood. Thought I heard something, but I think it was just because I was breaking stuff next to cobwebs. Oh shit! Look, sorry, y'all. I'm actually trying to do better at cussing in my videos. That was a creeper, though. Yeah, we need to go. That was a zombie. I mean, yes, technically this could have a chance of having some loot, but if I don't see it right at the entrance, I'm not going way deep into this mine shaft to try to find it. And that's why, because there's creepers and skeletons and zombies everywhere. and I just started this world. I don't want to have to reset because I get killed again. Run. Run, 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 run. I say run, but I can't even run. Also, at least I don't think I'm going to do it on my tablet. Not 100% sure. We're going to see how storage holds up. I am going to try and make each one of these videos 30 minutes to an hour long. With no cuts in between, really, because in order to do cuts in between, I would have to download an editing software, and I know I don't like the watermarks, and I know a lot of other people don't, so I'm not going to do that to nobody. I would much rather just not do that. Give me that wood. Okay. Well, we found a jungle, and it looks like, what is that, forest over there? Possibly. I think that's, nope, that's more jungle. So, yeah. Found a whole bunch of jungle. Okay, I did pick up some jungle saplings. That's cool. And I have attached extra of jungle. I'm going to kind of go down this river just a hair and see if maybe I can take and find me something that's not jungle. Because that would be nice. I will take and say, though, something that does get a lot of hate, and I can understand why, but I still don't mind it as much as everybody else does. And that is these bundles. Man, these bundles, they're something else. They can save you just a hair. At least random inventory wise. Like, they're not as good as a backpack mod or even add-on, but they are pretty good for what they are. All I'm finding is more and more jungle. I want jungle though. Wow, cocoa bean would stop me. And this is why I don't want jungle. The only thing that spawns in jungles is everything horrible. The canopy of the trees provides so much shade that it just, all it does is constantly have creepers and zombies and skeletons and everything else constantly. You can never catch a break in the jungle. Let's see what this little island offers. By the way, for those who might be wondering why I picked up some melons, it's for melon seeds. Because if I do get into potion brewing, that is definitely the way to do it. Is that what I think it is? That's a brown panda. That's cool. Those are supposed to be rare. Same thing with pink sheep, but I've seen so many of those too in my times of playing Minecraft. I might be able to sneak in here and steal a little bit of this. I like playing with Wayla, but I don't have Wayla on my tablet. The only Wayla I have is broken. I know I've seen a ruined nether portal over here somewhere. Where was it? Ah, there it is. I know I've seen that at the corner of my eye. I think this is where we're going to kind of set up shop. Well, now I'm only missing 2 pieces of obsidian. I actually don't mind this area. This area looks kind of nice. Um, so yes, this is where we're going to set up shop. The sharpness, wow, that's not very useful. I'm sorry to any of y'all too that might be a little upset with me because I'm not playing strictly vanilla, that I'm using add-ons, but this is how I play. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. I don't know what to take and tell you. That broke again. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Okay, y'all, I am back. Okay. Now, let me go find somewhere where I can get stone at. Furnace. Another axe. Another pickaxe. Okay, now I need to decide exactly where I want to build my base at here. I don't know the answer to that question right this immediate second. My starter house is probably just going to consist of a lot of oak and birch and some cobblestone. But that's because that's all I really got right now. Well, also jungle wood, but I don't really like the look of jungle wood. Never really have. I think I'm going to build my house right over here. Like right in this little flat. Now, don't expect to see nothing like if you were watching Hermitcraft. I'm not that type of person. I'm not going to build a ginormous mega structure for my starter base. It's not going to be nothing fancy. It's not going to be nothing the most prettiest to look at, but it will be a starter base with all my starter essentials. Gotta clear out all this grass. And then after we build said starter base, this is where I'm going to end this video, is after we build the starter base. Let's do some more wood gathering real quick. I hear it. Oh, down there. Well, they can stay down there. And what I'm probably going to do for my starter base is the same simple stuff I always do for my starter bases, which is birch floors and probably just some sort of L shape for the actual structure. Okay, we're moving my bed over here. Oh, now I can sleep. Now it's dark enough. Might need more cobblestone, but Oh, another update to that they can talk about that I think wasn't the most grandioso is the copper update. Like, I like the copper armor. It's everything else I kind of have an issue with, like the copper golems. Copper golems, I don't really think are the coolest things in the world, and I don't think they're the most useful things in the world. Go ahead, comment section, blow me apart for that one. I just, I have my personal opinions and my personal views. I don't even know if I got enough birch wood for this, but there is some birch wood around me though, so if I need to go get more, which I'm gonna have to because I'm out. I think I'm gonna kind of put the. Ooh, I kind of like that as my front door. Yeah, kind of overlooking the beach. So this is gonna be my front door. I need another axe. I should have enough now. By the way, if there's anybody that doesn't like watching me build, please let me know. That would be appreciated to get people's opinions and feedback. By the way, this also is going to be a series. I'm not going to be speed running this or nothing. This is going to kind of just be one of those laid back series, and how many ever episodes I get out of it is what I get out of it. So that is what that is. Dang, there's a lot of mobs coming out of that cave. Also, sorry if I go quiet for a second. I don't know what else. Oh, also, I will take and say, because you will notice in my build style, I don't do this whole nonsense of over decorating. I've never done that. Never really been one to do that. Because to me, An over decorated build looks horrendous. Um, I'm more of a decorate enough to make it look good, and then that's about it. Like, I don't like going overboard, which in my opinion there is a lot of people that tend to take and do that. Which I feel that it's not really too hard to go overboard with detail on a base, because it just, I did not mean to make those out of oak. Not to make those out of birch. To plant it on my floor. I do feel it is very easy to kind of go overboard and start like adding a whole bunch of window seals and a whole bunch of this and a whole bunch of that and so on and so on and so forth. I will never do that, and I will never be one of those people that do that. I feel less is better in some ways. I am going to add windows to that base. Um, I am going to do my best though to not add too or do too much when I'm not recording, just because I don't want anybody to miss anything that they might want to be seen. Ow, I stepped on magma. Well, I got 2 chests. As soon as I put this double chest into the building, we will end this video. Alrighty. As always, I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you get notified of all my future uploads and every single time I go live. And this has been your boy Dixie Outlaw, and I am signing off, y'all.